Welcome back to the second installment of the not often visited but hopefully enjoyable series, Piano Lessons from a Guy Who Doesn't Know How to Play the Piano, or whatever I called it the first time. I'll check later. Anyways, Rasmus Sloth Hoffman, supporter of the cause. Sloth, thank you so much. I hope your canoeing is going well. Wants to discuss the piano part to Times of Trouble. Now, this video series, of course, is intended for those who maybe have a piano, maybe have one and maybe make some noise on it once in a while, or maybe know how to play a couple of chords or something. Because, like I said, not a piano teacher, not even a piano player. Don't play one on the internet, but it's fun to play around on. So here we go. I hope you enjoy. All right, fellow not piano player, you are in luck. The first part is only 2 chords. Yes, all right, we're talking about F and G. Talking about F and G. Yeah, so the piano is forks, the 3 black ones, right? Or chopsticks, the 2 black ones. So to the left of the fork, of course, is an F. So if you're looking for G, you find your fork, you find your F, and you go 1 white key higher. The white keys are the ones that are not sharps and flats. By the way, how is my hand acting today? All right, so we're going to do a G and then an F. That's the bass note. Now let's add the chord. There's 3 different ways to play G. The first one is start on G, and you're going to skip 1 white key and skip 1 white key. So we got G, B, D. I call this skip 1, because we skipped 1, and then we skipped 1. Luckily, F is the exact same shape. FAC, or F skip 1. So, you could double your bass note if you want. If you're feeling brave. You could just play the low one. I think I like the low one here. Use whatever fingers you want, because I'm not a piano teacher. Great, there's a couple of fills you hear. One of them is F, G, C, F, G, B. And that B is the beginning of the next G chord. So I don't know what the heck finger you'd use, but you might take some time and figure it out. F, G, C, F, G. Yeah, like that. Nice and slow. Tricky for me. You might, the other fill you hear is C, D, G, C, D, F. Same exact thing, but in a different, part of the scale, of course. So it's like it's corollary. Here, if I can do that. So F comes in with the G. Yeah, I can't do that. But you could work on it. You might consider using some inversions to make those little runs easier. And of course, there's other ones, but those are just 2 that I picked out. You can, do your own noodling. We seem to be in the key of C, because there's no black keys in any of our things in this part anyway. So any of the white keys are just fine. Do your thing. Some will sound better than others, but none will sound, disgustingly wrong. Okay, so check it out. G is G, B, D, so you could imagine that G is also B, D, G. And since G and F were the same shape, they are now too. You just move it down 1 for F, and instead of FAC, you have ACF, right? So that might make it easier to do some, or you might like that. The inversion I like for this song is we go from GBD to DGB. I like this sonically, not in as much as I can do it good. Anything else, which is not. Oh boy, here we go. It's my big moment. Yes. So there you go. You could think about those things. Awesome. Part 1. All right, this part is great. Ready? We're going to go C with our left hand and C with our right hand. And we're going to go C, D, E. And then when we hit D with our left hand, we're going to hit D with our right hand. So but you might want to do more than just a bass note with your left hand. In fact, I would suggest, although this is something that I'm interested in working on because I'm gonna mess up here, forgive me. C, we already know the shape. It's skip 1, starting at C, but D, unfortunately, is not just skip 1. Go from skip 1, and make it a triangle with the F sharp. the first black key of the fork, right? So that's what we're gonna work on. C, skip one, D triangle, which is, you know, that's okay. But when we try to add in boom, 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 it might be a little trickier. Ready? Here we go. There we go. Yes. And then we go E minor. I'm gonna do 2 huge E minor chords. E minor is also skip one. So do. And then we go E minor, C. And I just abandoned my double chord thing there because I'm not a piano player. Yeah. And then we do the whole thing again. Ooh, getting better already. E minor, there we go, bass note and chord. E minor, C, and then we go C, D, triangle, right? C, F, and that's it. That's the chorus. Awesome. Yeah, so for this, you can be as simple as, you could just do 2 notes out of the chord. Of course, that's not really all that simple because that second note is a black key for the D anyways, or you could do the whole chord. You could do fifths here, C and G. That G is C's fifth, so that's called a fifth. And then you don't have to worry about the triangle shape. It's just C and G and D and A. It's nice when you can kind of stick your fingers in one position and not worry about it. Yeah, that's part 2, the chorus. Cool. All right, and we're left with just the bridge. Somebody left you out on the edge or the ledge. It happens 3 times, and the bass goes E, F sharp, G, A, but that doesn't mean that the chords go E, F sharp, G, A. The chords almost go E, F sharp, G, A, but this is an example of when you're playing a chord. Let's take G, for example. We've got G, B, and D. The bassist can play any of those notes. That's one sound. That's G with a G in the bass. That's G with a, now we're playing Thumb in My Way, right? That's G with a B in the bass. And that's G with a D in the bass. So, I digress. We play E minor. The bass note goes to F sharp, but the right hand goes to D. Remember, that's the triangle. There it is. Then G, just like regular. And then A is also a triangle. So A, C sharp, E. And if you want to mimic Stone's Suspended 4 there, you can go D, 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 C sharp. So we got E minor, D, G, A. Same thing again. E minor, D with an F sharp in the bass. That's the better man chord, by the way. This is what it looks like on a piano. G, A. Third time's just a little different. E minor, D, G, F. And that's it. Those are all the pieces to, you know, my gross oversimplification of the piano part to Times of Trouble. So I'm going to hop back out and say goodbye now. Goodbye now. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Sloth, for the excellent request. That was super fun. Always nice to get out of my comfort zone. You know, nice later, not now. It's a little torturous now. But anyways, thank you all for being here, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.